Bes, the protector of homes and families. Bes, a deity whose image and influence permeated ancient Egyptian households, stands as one of the most distinctive and beloved gods in Egyptian mythology. Unlike the often remote and majestic gods of the pantheon, Bes was a comforting, ever-present protector within the home. His role extended across various aspects of domestic life, from safeguarding against evil spirits to ensuring safe childbirth and fostering joy through music and dance. This extensive exploration will cover the origins, iconography, cultural significance, religious practices, influence beyond Egypt, and enduring legacy of Bes, providing a comprehensive understanding of this extraordinary deity and his profound impact on ancient Egyptian society. Origins and evolution of Bes. Early depictions and origins. The origins of Bes are somewhat enigmatic, with evidence suggesting connections to African and Near Eastern regions. Early representations of Bes date back to the Middle Kingdom of Egypt, circa 2000 to 1700 years before Christ, where he was initially depicted as a demon rather than a god. His image was characterized by a dwarf-like stature, leonine features such as a mane and tail, and exaggerated facial expressions, including a protruding tongue. These early depictions emphasized his role in warding off evil spirits and protecting the vulnerable. Over time, Bes's role evolved from a demonic figure to a protective deity, particularly associated with the home and family. This transition reflects a broader trend in ancient Egyptian religion, where the lines between gods, demons, and protective spirits were fluid and adaptable based on the needs and beliefs of the populace. By the New Kingdom, circa 1550 to 1070 years before Christ, Bes had firmly established himself as a beloved household protector, revered for his ability to safeguard against various forms of harm. Syncretism and spread. During the New Kingdom, Bes's popularity surged, and his worship spread beyond Egypt to neighboring cultures. This period saw significant syncretism, with Bes sometimes merged with other protective deities, amplifying his influence and reach. His iconography began appearing in domestic contexts, such as on amulets, furniture, and household items, indicating his integral role in everyday life. The spread of Bes's worship to regions such as Nubia, the Levant, and even as far as Cyprus highlights the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations and the dissemination of religious beliefs and practices. In these cultures, Bes was often adopted into local pantheons and sometimes merged with native deities, reflecting the cultural exchange and influence of ancient Egypt. Iconography and symbolism. Visual representation. Bes is most commonly depicted as a dwarf with leonine features, including a full mane, tail, and often a lion's ears and face. His short, stout body and exaggerated facial features make him easily recognizable. Unlike other gods who are often shown in profile, Bes is depicted full face, emphasizing his vigilant and protective nature. This unique representation highlights his role as a guardian who watches over and protects his followers from all angles. Bes is frequently portrayed with musical instruments, such as tambourines or harps, highlighting his connection to joy and festivity. In many depictions, he is shown dancing or playing music, reinforcing his association with happiness and the expulsion of evil spirits through joyous noise. His jovial and sometimes comical appearance belies a fierce protective nature, making him both approachable and formidable. Symbolic elements. The symbolic elements associated with Bes are multifaceted and rich in meaning. His dwarfism and leonine features represent strength and protection, embodying a combination of human and animal attributes that convey his unique power. The protruding tongue, a common motif, is believed to ward off evil spirits and malevolent forces. This gesture, often seen in apotropaic magic, signifies defiance and protection. Musical instruments in his depictions underscore his role in bringing happiness and driving away malevolent forces. Music and dance were integral parts of ancient Egyptian culture, not just for entertainment but also for spiritual and protective purposes. Bes's association with music emphasizes the belief in the power of sound to create positive energy and repel negativity. Bes is also often shown with a knife or sword, reinforcing his protective capabilities. This weapon symbolizes his readiness to defend against any threat to the home and family. In some depictions, Bes is accompanied by snakes or other creatures, further emphasizing his role as a guardian against dangerous animals and evil spirits. Cultural significance. Protector of childbirth. One of Bes's most important roles was as a protector of childbirth. Childbirth in ancient Egypt was fraught with danger, and Bes was invoked to ensure the safety of both mother and child. Amulets and statues of Bes were commonly placed in birthing rooms, and his image adorned items used in childbirth, such as headrests and magical wands. His fierce visage was believed to scare away malevolent spirits that could harm the newborn or the mother during labor. Bes's connection to childbirth extended to his role in fertility and conception. Couples would pray to Bes for a successful pregnancy, and his images were often included in fertility rituals. This aspect of Bes's character highlights the ancient Egyptians' deep-seated fears and hopes surrounding childbirth and the critical role that deities played in these life events. Guardian of the home. Bes was also revered as a guardian of the home. His presence was thought to protect against intruders and evil spirits. Household items such as beds, headrests, and even cosmetic containers often featured Bes's image to invoke his protective powers. Families would keep small statues of Bes in their homes, believing that his fierce countenance would keep their household safe from harm. The widespread use of Bes's image in domestic contexts underscores his integral role in everyday life. Unlike other deities whose worship was confined to temples and formal religious settings, Bes was a constant presence in the home. His protection extended to all aspects of domestic life, from physical safety to emotional well-being. Patron of music and dance. In addition to his protective roles, Bes was the patron of music and dance. He was associated with joy and festivity, often depicted playing musical instruments. Festivals and celebrations frequently featured representations of Bes, and musicians would invoke his name to bring happiness and drive away sorrow. This aspect of Bes's character highlights the importance of music and dance in ancient Egyptian culture as means of both entertainment and spiritual protection. Music and dance were believed to have the power to connect humans with the divine, and Bes's role as the patron of these arts underscores their significance. His presence in musical and dance-related contexts symbolizes the belief that joy and festivity can ward off negative influences and bring positive energy into the home and community. Religious practices and worship. Household worship. Worship of Bes was primarily a domestic affair, with households keeping images and amulets of Bes for protection. Rituals and prayers dedicated to Bes were conducted to ensure the safety and well-being of the family. Unlike other deities who were worshipped in grand temples, Bes's veneration took place within the home, making him an integral part of daily life. Daily household activities often included small acts of devotion to Bes, such as lighting candles, offering food, or reciting prayers. These practices were believed to invite Bes's protective presence into the home and ensure the family's safety and prosperity. The intimate and personal nature of Bes's worship highlights his unique role as a guardian deity closely connected to the lives of ordinary people. Amulets and talismans. Amulets bearing the image of Bes were extremely popular in ancient Egypt. These amulets were worn by people of all ages as protective charms. Women, in particular, wore Bes amulets during pregnancy and childbirth. These talismans were believed to provide protection from evil spirits and ensure a safe delivery. The widespread use of Bes amulets underscores his significant role as a protective deity. The craftsmanship of Bes amulets varied, from simple clay figurines to elaborate gold and gemstone pieces. The act of creating and wearing these amulets was seen as a way to physically embody Bes's protective power. These objects were not only functional but also carried deep symbolic meaning, representing the wearer's faith in Bes's ability to guard and protect. Integration into broader religious practices. While Bes was primarily a household deity, he was also integrated into broader religious practices. Temples dedicated to other gods would sometimes feature small shrines to Bes, acknowledging his protective powers. This integration highlights the flexibility and inclusivity of ancient Egyptian religion, where deities could be venerated in various contexts. In larger religious festivals and rituals, Bes's image and symbols were often included to ensure comprehensive protection. His presence in these public religious practices reflects his widespread appeal and the belief in his efficacy as a guardian deity. This integration also demonstrates the interconnectedness of the Egyptian pantheon, where gods and goddesses worked in harmony to provide protection and support to their followers. Influence beyond Egypt spread to neighboring cultures. The worship of Bes extended beyond Egypt, particularly during the New Kingdom and later periods. His protective qualities made him a popular deity in neighboring regions such as Nubia, the Levant, and even as far as Cyprus. In these cultures, Bes was often adopted into local pantheons and sometimes merged with native deities, reflecting the cultural exchange and influence of ancient Egypt. In Nubia, Bes was particularly revered, and his iconography was adapted to local artistic styles. The spread of Bes's worship to the Levant and Mediterranean regions highlights the fluidity of ancient religious practices and the appeal of Bes's protective qualities across different cultures. His image has been found on various artifacts, indicating his widespread veneration and the universality of his protective role. Influence on Mediterranean and Near Eastern cultures. Bes's influence can be seen in various Mediterranean and Near Eastern cultures, where his image and attributes were adopted and adapted. In these regions, Bes continued to be associated with protection, particularly in domestic contexts. The spread of Bes's worship highlights the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations and the dissemination of religious beliefs and practices. In Greece and Rome, Bes was sometimes identified with local protective deities and incorporated into household rituals. His image appeared on a range of artifacts, from amulets to household items, indicating his continued significance as a protector of the home and family. This cross-cultural adaptation underscores the universal appeal of Bes's protective qualities and the enduring influence of ancient Egyptian religion. Syncretism with other deities. The syncretism of Bes with other protective deities in neighboring cultures reflects the adaptability and enduring appeal of his image and attributes. In some instances, Bes was merged with local gods and goddesses, creating composite deities that embodied the protective qualities of both. This syncretism highlights the fluidity of ancient religious practices and the willingness of cultures to adopt and integrate beneficial aspects of foreign deities. In the Levant, for example, Bes was sometimes associated with the local god Reshef, creating a composite deity that combined the protective aspects of both gods. This merging of deities demonstrates the cultural exchange and mutual influence among ancient civilizations and the shared belief in the importance of protective gods. Enduring legacy, modern interpretations, and popular culture. Bes's legacy continues in modern interpretations and popular culture. His distinctive appearance and protective qualities have made him a subject of interest in various media, from scholarly works to popular fiction. Bes is often depicted as a symbol of protection and joy, resonating with contemporary audiences as a comforting and approachable deity. In modern literature and art, Bes is sometimes portrayed as a guardian figure, reflecting his enduring association with protection and domesticity. His image has appeared in various forms of popular culture, including films, television shows, and video games, where his unique appearance and protective role continue to captivate audiences. Archaeological discoveries and research. Ongoing archaeological discoveries continue to shed light on the worship of Bes and his role in ancient Egyptian society. Excavations of domestic sites often reveal artifacts bearing Bes's image, highlighting his significance in everyday life. These findings contribute to our understanding of ancient Egyptian religion and the ways in which deities like Bes were integrated into daily practices. Recent research has focused on the social and cultural context of Bes's worship, exploring how his protective role evolved over time and across different regions. This scholarship has provided valuable insights into the ways in which ancient Egyptians interacted with their gods and the importance of deities like Bes in shaping their beliefs and practices. Bes in contemporary spirituality. Bes's protective qualities have also found a place in contemporary spirituality. Some modern practitioners of neo-paganism and other spiritual movements incorporate Bes into their practices, invoking his protection and joy in their homes and lives. This modern veneration of Bes highlights the timeless appeal of his attributes and the enduring power of his image. In contemporary spiritual practices, Bes is often invoked in rituals designed to protect the home and family, reflecting his traditional role in ancient Egyptian religion. This ongoing veneration of Bes underscores the lasting impact of ancient Egyptian deities and the ways in which their protective qualities continue to resonate with people today. Conclusion. Bes, the protector of homes and families, occupies a unique and cherished place in ancient Egyptian mythology. His distinctive iconography, multifaceted symbolism, and integral role in domestic life highlight his importance in ancient Egyptian society. From safeguarding childbirth to warding off evil spirits, Bes's protective presence was a comforting and reassuring force in the lives of the ancient Egyptians. The enduring legacy of Bes, reflected in his widespread influence and continued veneration, the timeless appeal of his protective qualities. As a guardian deity whose image transcended cultural boundaries and historical periods, Bes remains a symbol of protection, joy, and domestic harmony. Through ongoing research and modern interpretations, the story of Bes continues to be told, reminding us of the enduring power of ancient mythology and its relevance to our lives today.